check 1, 2.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room. I don't know how the hell you got your mic on muted and was talking during the thing.
Well, I heard both of them.
Yeah, I don't know,
me too.
I don't know what was going on. I was like, what the hell was that? I was looking around, and then I was like, wait a minute, they all muted this fucking mic. But,
I was trying to make sure it was working.
Sports Room.
That wasn't me.
I thought
Joined
I
by
heard
OG
both of them.
Tony, Justin Terrell, and Big Glenn. What's happening, guys?
Nah, I was muted. I was red. Doing great, guys.
Yeah, doing good. Had a good weekend. Went to a good wrestling show. There was a lot of wrestling shows this weekend. It sounded like they did pretty decent, so that's good for independent wrestling always. Guys, let's jump into some NCAA basketball. We're down to the Sweet 16. I'd say what you guys think the biggest upset was Iowa, number 9 seed beating the number 1 seed on one of the sides, Florida. Really good game. I watched a lot of basketball. I watched a lot some Saturday, but I watched a lot Sunday. I watched a lot of games Sunday, especially some on Thursday and Friday too, of course. But I think, Chris, what do you think? I think the Big Ten's got a chance. I mean, we got 7 teams right now, or 6 teams.
Got 6. Let one of the other guys go first while I share this out. That way I can get to my notes before you come to me.
Okay. Yeah, guys. I mean, the Big Ten's got 6 teams still left, and I'll tell you what. I think they got a good chance to get 4 or 5 to the final 8. Of course, one for sure is going to make it because Iowa plays Nebraska, so one of those Big Ten teams are going to move on to the final 8. Illinois plays Houston. I would say Houston's. Some people would consider Houston the favorite, but honestly, I think Illinois will beat Houston. Of course, St. John's and Duke on that same side is going to be a good matchup. St. John's is a scrappy team. I think Duke may have just a little bit too much for them, though. We'll see. And then Michigan State, UConn should be a great game. I'm sure UConn's favored in that game. Then on the other side of the bracket, guys, we got Alabama and Michigan. Both them teams good teams. I think Michigan's a better team. We'll see. We have Tennessee and Iowa State. Iowa State lost one of the players to injury. That could make a difference, but I'm liking still Iowa State. Then Texas and Purdue. I like Purdue. And then Arkansas and Arizona. Arkansas looks pretty good, but I'm going to go with Arizona. So if things hold like I think they will, I think the Big Ten is going to get 4 or 5 teams to the final 8. Big Glenn, what do you think?
I will go one further, Tony. I think we get at least one team to the Final 4. I think it's going to be Purdue, and it's going to jack up all those ticket prices.
You really think Purdue's going to be the only Big Ten team to the Final 4?
I'm just saying as for starters.
Oh, okay.
I can see that. I see the vision of IU being in there, and tickets are $5,000 to get in the building.
Yeah, I mean, if Illinois beats Houston and you have Iowa and Nebraska, you're going to be guaranteed one of those teams. Say that happens. Say Illinois beats Houston, and let's say Nebraska beats Iowa because they're the 4 seed or the 9 seed. Then you're going to be guaranteed another team from the Big Ten to make it to the 4. And Michigan's going to be favored on that one side to make it. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to happen. You never know. And Michigan State, man, they seem like they make it to Sweet 16 about every year. Now, we'll see if they go further.
It's been since they made it to the championship.
Yeah, they got a good UConn team to play, though. And Duke looked a lot better their second game than they did their first game. Chris, what do you think?
I think these Sweet 16 games are going to be good. I think Purdue beats Texas. Iowa and Nebraska, they're 1-1 against each other this season. But I think Iowa's hot right now, and they're going to be playing with a lot of confidence after beating Florida. So I look for Iowa to win that one. Arkansas, Arizona. I know Arizona's a big favorite, 8.5 points. But I want to count out Arkansas and Coach Cal led team. He's done a good job turning that program around in just the first 2 years there. I think that's going to be a real good game. Illinois Houston, I think that's going to be a real good game. Houston's a 3.5 point favorite. I think Illinois. That game could go either way, but I'm rooting for Illinois being Big Ten. But then the St. John's Duke game's the game I'm really interested in. I think that's going to be a heck of a game. I think a lot of that game could come down to how the referees call that game. St. John's, they're going to want to play physical. That's how Latino teams play. They're going to be tested early, seeing how far they can get before there's a whistle, get a feel of how the game they want the game to be played physical. And if they can, the refs allow it to be that kind of game, it can be real interesting. I mean, we saw what St. John's done to UConn in the conference championship games. I think that game is going to be real good. I have Duke winning it, but I think it's going to be a real good game. And I think Michigan beats Alabama. I can't believe it. Kind of surprised me that Michigan's 10.5 point favorites in that game, but I think Michigan wins. Michigan State, Connecticut, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. It's basically a pick 'em. They got Connecticut as a slight favorite now, but it's hard for me to go against Tom Izzo. I think I'm going to go with Michigan State just because it's Izzo. But Hurley's a hell of a coach for UConn. Both them teams are good. That's going to be a hell of a game to watch. That game and the Duke St. John's games are probably the two games that, to me, that are the most appealing this weekend.
Okay.
I think Iowa State, Tennessee. I'll tell you what, unless Tennessee gets hot hitting that fucking three ball, like they got hot that one game and couldn't miss.
Yeah, that's true.
There were some good games over the weekend. I watched quite a bit, especially like the later games. The games like 8, 9 o'clock on. I watched a lot of the later games and Thursday and Friday I watched like the late games because I was watching college wrestling. Saturday I watched like the late games because we got later game after we got back from the wrestling show.
Yeah,
and then Sunday I watched pretty much mostly all day.
Yeah, I watched almost all day. I watched a little bit of NASCAR also. But Justin, what do you think about the college tournament so far?
Well, I've been busy all week, so dealing with musical stuff, so I didn't get to watch much basketball. I've been trying to keep it up. St. John's has been really intriguing with me, especially with especially Duke. So that matchup's really, I'm really looking forward to that matchup, especially with the Pacers probably going to get the number one pick overall. Number one pick. It's the lottery. We might get gypped out of the lottery, but I feel like
we're not going to let the Pacers win that lottery.
But I think, however, you look at Cam Boozer could be the number one pick and could go to the Pacers. I feel like he would be a good fit for the Pacers, especially with the up tempo that we want to play. But yeah, that matchup is going to be a good matchup. If there's any team that's going to upset Duke, I think St. John's going to do it. Especially, what's the coach's name?
Rick Pitino, baby.
Yeah, Pitino. Yeah, especially with Coach Pitino. I think Coach Pitino is the only person that could probably do that. The Michigan UConn game, that's going to be one hell of a game. It could go, or Michigan State, yes. It could go either way. I really like UConn. They always find a way to get to the Elite Eight, or UConn. You always look at UConn to be tough in the late in the playoffs. Illinois and Houston. There's a kid from somewhere in Indiana. I want to say it's close around here. He plays for Illinois. He's from Tipton, I believe. He's like a center or something like that. Okay. But Houston's a pretty dominant team. They are obviously the favorite here. They're only got a 60% probability to win. If I'm going to pick an upset, I'll pick Illinois on this
I like Illinois. I like Illinois a lot because of the schedule they play. I think they play a better schedule than Houston. Not that Houston's not a good team; they're a really good team.
one. Right. Iowa and Nebraska. Iowa had that upset, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like Iowa. Yeah. I think Iowa runs to the Elite Eight. Arkansas and Arizona. I like Bryce James more than Bronny. Like I just like watching Bryce play more. I think Arizona gets past them. I'm calling for an upset here. Texas over Purdue. Hook 'em, baby. Hook 'em horns. Iowa State gets past Tennessee, and then Michigan rolls past Alabama.
What's that noise? Anybody else hear that noise? It sounds like somebody's playing a xylophone or some shit.
Some little bells.
I think it's probably coming from his microphone because ever since he hooked it up today.
I think he's got bells hooked to his balls.
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like hearing like cymbals and some shit.
Sounds like the cat's hitting some little bells or something.
No,
I think he's got a cat and he's got bells on his balls. That cat's smacking his balls.
Maybe it did. I don't know.
Hey, Justin, hit the mute button real quick.
No.
Yep, it stopped.
Yeah, it's something to do with Justin.
Justin's always got some issues.
I bet you it's my fan.
It might be. It might be. I bet you it is. The chain's probably hitting against the light. That sounds.
It is the chain hitting the. Yeah, it's the chain hitting against the light. Now I'm watching the chain smack against the light.
I was like, what is that noise?
So guys, with the 16 teams left, I know when the tournament started, we picked who we thought was going to win it all. But now you're down to 16. You see the brackets, you see down to 16. What are you thinking right now? I'm sticking with Arizona.
I picked Michigan to win it all. But I had Duke in the Final Four, but
Michigan's who I picked to start of the season.
But that St. John's team really has my eye. I could see them making a run to the final.
If they can get past Duke,
yeah, I think that's going to be a hell of a game. I think I'm still going to go with Michigan. I still think if Michigan plays their
best game,
they're better than anybody. I think they have the best roster.
I think they
have the best roster. I think it just depends on if they perform. And the last game they looked real well. So I'm still going to go with Michigan, but I really like that St. John's team a lot. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't make a run.
I liked Iowa State, but watch out for Tennessee because, like Chris said, if they get hot. But Iowa State had that injury. I don't think he's coming back. I don't believe so. That definitely could make a difference. What about you, Glenn? You changing anything? Or you sticking with what you're going to have?
Sticking with Duke.
Sticking with Dookie?
Yeah.
And Justin, you sticking with Duke too?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Duke.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on from the NCAA. I didn't have this down, but it was something that happened today. And I usually like Dan Orlowski, but he really acting like an idiot today.
Oh, yeah. He had so much that Jim Irsay shit.
Yeah. Well, then I read a story why he's doing it. And if his story is true, Orlowski is saying that the number one quarterback coming out should be Simpson from Alabama. That he by far the best quarterback.
Did smoked in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I'll go to you, Chris, because I know you see a lot of Orlowski, and I've seen a lot of Orlowski. I seen it this morning because I was babysitting, so I seen it on the early show, and then I seen it on First Take, and then I seen it on McAfee. So I've seen it 2,000 times a day. Why he's saying that he is better. What's your take on Orlowski? Usually I like Orlowski, but right now I think he's an idiot.
It's just Orlowski doing what he does every year. He picks somebody that isn't the top prospect and kind of latches his wagon to him. And
well,
and he that's who he's done it. That's who he's done it with this year. Hey, McAfee was giving them shit. McAfee and
We do.
McAfee was all over him
Yeah.
today. They were giving them
Well,
shit. Like, and,
Well,
I was kind of laughing about it. I thought it was pretty good.
the story I read is they said he did it last year because he thought the one quarterback from Cleveland, that Cleveland Tuck, that he thought he was the best quarterback. Not Sanders, the other guy, Gabriel. And
Dale Gabriel.
And this year he's taken Simpson, and they say the reason is because his agent that Orlovsky has is the same agent for Gabriel and the same agent for Simpson.
Yeah, good. Orlovsky said that was. Of course, I mean he's gonna say, but he was on McAfee. He said that wasn't no truth to that. Is what he said. He said on McAfee.
Orlovsky must have taken payments.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell the deal was because I seen Simpson play several times this year, and I seen
Mendoza.
I used quarterback play several times this year, and to me, there's no comparison. The big time throws that I use quarterback made, the big time plays.
No, I think Simpson's good, but yeah, I don't think he's better than Mendoza.
I'm not sure, and who knows? Maybe neither one of them will be a starting quarterback in the NFL. You never know anything for sure. I mean, there's been people that they said is 100% going to be a great quarterback, and they're not. So, but yeah,
Tom Brady was taken in the 6th round.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So I just wanted to bring that up.
He was the last pick of the draft. Look what he's been doing.
Look how good he's turned out.
All right, guys, let's move on to some NCAA college wrestling. Chris, what'd you think about the unstoppable Penn State again, man? Is anybody ever going to be Penn State again?
They had what they have like 6 in the finals? Yeah, 6 in the finals out of 10 weight classes. They've won 13 of the last 15 national titles. It's just
I got follow Chris.
They just keep reloading. Like I think what Sanderson is trying to do, he's trying to win all 10 weight classes in 1 year.
Yeah.
I think that's really his goal is and he's getting closer and closer because they had 8 in the semifinals this year and 6 of them made it to the finals. It was a great weekend of wrestling. I didn't get to see the final Saturday evening because we was at a independent wrestling show, but I watched pretty much the rest of the tournament. From what I saw and read about the finals, they didn't disappoint either. There was some good matches. My only complaint is they got to figure out this damn challenge system. Coach will throw a brick challenge and call, and it takes fucking 10 to 15 minutes to figure out the call. Like it shouldn't take no 10 minutes to figure out what the call's going to be. It just slows everything down and changes the rhythm of the match too. Because I mean,
you can get guys in rhythm and shit, then lose it.
Well, if you're out there wrestling and like a guy can get momentum, and then you get a big takedown, you have no momentum, and then you go back to the center, and then you have to wait 10 minutes for the match to restart. Well, you lost that momentum you had from getting that big takedown. You're in that guy's head a little bit, and if you have to go right back to the middle of the start, you're still in his head a little bit. You have that momentum advantage. You get a 10-minute break because they're challenging the call. Like that can change the momentum and rhythm of a match. And man, it happened a lot during the semifinals Friday night. There was a question for you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why do you think about that guy from Iowa not shaking that Penn State guy's hand at the podium?
I didn't see it, but
it's not unusual.
Oh, really?
It's
wow.
No, it happens. A lot of times it happens on the mat. Now at the podium, I don't know, but usually they've cooled off at the podium. Sometimes after the match, sometimes they don't.
I guess the guy from Iowa was 0-9 against them or some shit. So
yeah,
it didn't do it. Yeah,
they wrestle a lot because of being Big Ten.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty good tournament, but I just don't know.
I did suck a little bit that Mendez lost in the finals. I was hoping he'd get his 3rd national title, Indiana guy.
Yeah.
But IU had a pretty good showing at the national tournament. I mean, you see that team improving. Purdue had a pretty good showing. Obviously, you're seeing the wrestling here in the state of Indiana just keep getting better, and you're seeing a lot of guys from Indiana staying and going to IU and Purdue, and starting to produce. Like you had Moran that was just seconds away from being in the finals, like as well. And so from IU, but no, it's a great weekend in wrestling. I want to go to one of them tournaments.
Yeah.
Next time it's kind of close, I'd love to go watch it live.
Shit,
Justin,
I'm surprised Indianapolis doesn't host more of them.
yeah, that's true. Justin, what was your take?
I didn't get to watch any of that either. I really don't really watch like it really never really got like that big to me. So like I never really got to see where I could watch it as far as being on TV. Now that we got Real American Wrestling and stuff like that, like amateur wrestling's getting that exposure now. So now I can really go back and watch it. So that was an interesting fact for me, hearing that Penn State having six champions or 6 guys in the finals. I thought that's a pretty impressive feat. So definitely going to check that out. But the only thing that's going to stop Penn State is another Jerry Sandusky incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won 13 of the last 15 national championships. I mean,
That's wild.
Especially with the conference they're in, because the Big Ten, usually in the top 20 rankings, the Big Ten's probably got 8 teams.
Yeah, Big Ten.
So. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, you had what? Nebraska at second.
Yep.
I think Oklahoma State might have been at third, and then there was another Big Ten team. I think it might have been Iowa.
Oklahoma State had a really good showing. They got a bunch of good freshmen.
They're coming. That's the third thing I wanted to talk about. That's the big story of that tournament too. Was freshmen. You had like 5 freshmen in the finals.
Yeah,
I remember when it was like amazing if you got 1 freshman make the finals, let alone 5. And then one weight class, it was freshman versus freshman. I think at 133. And dude, them guys are tough.
If anybody can catch Penn State, it would be Oklahoma State. I don't think they will, but right now they're on the upswing.
David Taylor has that program going in the right direction again after he took it over from Smith.
Yeah,
but the freshmen were impressive in the national tournament for sure.
Big Glenn, did you have a take on the wrestling?
Just the what I noticed about the Iowa guy not shaking hands at the podium. It looked like it was a viral moment. So.
Yeah, Nebraska's coming up too, like you said, Chris. I mean, they got second, so that's a good finish for them.
Yeah, I think they got third last year and then second this year.
Yep. And Iowa and Ohio State's, I won't say falling off, but that's not quite as strong as they've been. Well, guys, let's move on to some NASCAR, because I know how happy Big Glenn is with NASCAR right now, and Tyler Reddick just taking over NASCAR. We've had 5 races and he's won 4 of them, I believe.
We've had 6 races. He won 4.
6 and he's won 4. Okay,
yeah,
6 races.
I tell you what, man. Toyota seems like they got the shit figured out so far. But we got Marshall this weekend. That's the house of Hendrick. So Hendrick Motorsports, baby. So
you thought that last week too, though.
Yeah, I thought that last week too. I mean, Carl Larson did win last weekend, but it was an Xfinity race. So
yeah.
I tell you what, that truck race on Friday night was pretty damn good, though. Corey Heim, I think, passed Ross Chastain for the win. I think it was Ross Chastain. I can't remember exactly who it was, but it was a damn good race, good finish. But man, I tell you what, Tyler Reddick's average finish is like 4.4. The next closest guy is Chase Daly at 10.67. It's some crazy ass shit.
My average finish is 3.4.
You mean 3.14 like pi? You know?
That's what three almost 3.5 pumps. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Be like
I think it's more like 2.6. I think we found out the other night you couldn't quite make the 3 pumps.
Yeah.
I can't make it.
It's almost
any more than 2, it's a penalty. You got to remember.
it's almost
Penalty.
it's almost like the line from the old Tootsie Roll Pop commercial. How many
How many
licks?
How many licks did it take?
Yeah, I had to go with that one because it seemed to fit
How
right
many-
in.
How many licks did it take you, Glenn?
Oh, but I tell you what, man.
Hold on. I don't.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I didn't
But
say
anyways,
who or what. I didn't say who
yeah.
or what he was licking. I just asked
Yeah.
him how many licks.
I was curious. The swing is back into NASCAR direction, but I tell you what, man. I'm probably gonna if I had to take 3 drivers to potentially win this weekend. Obviously, Tyler Reddick is one. Kyle Larson will be another, and Ryan Preece would be my third guy to potentially win because he's a modified driver and short tracks are his thing. So
Well, when I asked you a year and a half ago about who should I pick, and you told me, hey, Briscoe was from this area, so I took Briscoe, and he gets up here every race, and then the fucker falls off.
yeah,
I'll be watching him. He's in second, all right. Next, and
Yeah.
now he's in fifth. Now he's in ninth. Now he's in 23rd. So what the hell?
yeah.
I
He's not been up there enough for me to really pick him in the race yet. I think
Yeah.
once we get farther on to the season, I can probably look into maybe picking Chase Briscoe, but he's not showing anything to me personally just yet to make me want to take him.
I have my picks for this weekend.
Tyler Reddick?
I got Kyle Busch
No.
and Kurt Busch are my picks.
You got Kyle, all right? I don't think it was Bush, though.
No. Kyle Busch is winning this week.
That's crazy.
Okay, we'll remember that.
Yeah, we'll have to put that in the footnote.
Well, I'm gonna pick Reddick. Hell, he's winning everything, almost everything
Yeah.
else. So, I mean,
Or at least pick have a bet if you're going to bet anything. Bet DraftKings because that's where you can get your most of your NASCAR prop bets. Have a top 3 for a Ryan Preece, being in the top 3.
okay, guys,
Kyle
you guys
Busch.
got anything? You guys got anything you want to talk about before we go to true or not true?
No.
No.
Okay. How about you, Chris?
No, I'm good.
All right, guys.
Actually,
let's
wait. I will say, somebody please stop fucking Tyler Reddick from winning. All right, go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, we are going to have somebody that's going to stop him. Kyle Busch.
go.
I'll be okay with that.
Kyle Busch.
Finally got on the same page here. All right. But first, true or not true? The big upsets and the Cinderella teams are over with in the NCAA men's basketball tournament due to the portal and all that pertains. Chris, is that true or not true?
I'm gonna say not true because we were close to having a couple big Cinderella upsets in the first round this year. They just barely got by. I mean, Duke was down by 15 at halftime in one of them games. And then who was it? There was another game. Was it Kentucky that had to battle back and barely won? I mean, there were some other higher seeds, however you want to say it, the 15, 16 seeds that had chances of pulling the big upset. So I still think there's the possibility. I just think you don't get them every year. Some year you get one, some year you get a couple, other years you don't get as many. And this year there weren't as many in that first round, but in the second round you got Iowa beating Florida. You got a 9-1. So I mean,
yeah,
and there was a lot of close games. Even if there weren't a lot of upsets, you had a lot of good basketball games. And to me, that's more important than how many upsets you get.
Yeah. What about you, Big Glenn?
Not true, and I'll tell you why. There are big companies still willing to pay out money for a perfect bracket. That will never happen. So.
Okay. What about you, Justin?
I'm also going to say not true, and I like Chris says. You know, every year you don't get the upsets, you don't get the Cinderella stories. Like the year that Butler made it to the finals against a Duke. Like, no one expected that. So it's like you get them every now and then, and that's what makes the March Madness so special, is because it's not so much oh, we gotta get the upsets, we gotta get the bracket busters. It's the drama in those games, like Duke coming back from 15 points down.
Yeah, it's the surprise and emotion of when it happens.
Exactly. So, like, I don't say it's gone and away. If we get 1 or 2 1 year and then we get 6 the next, then cool. But I don't think the transfer portal or the NILs are going to kill college basketball.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to kill it. I think it is going to hurt the upset some. But again, I mean, what was it, just 2 or 3 years ago when Purdue got beat, was the number 1 seed. It ain't been that long ago. So yeah, I'm gonna say
they
not
got
true.
beat. They got beat here. I think
Okay.
it was on the Sunday game, because they played Friday, Sunday, and they won the first one and lost to the Peacocks or whatever the hell.
Well, I thought they lost. I thought they lost the first game that 1 year to a 16 seed.
Yeah, they did.
They did
Yeah.
to a 16 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the year that they had Jaden Ivey.
Yeah. Okay.
That may have been that may have been some year, but it felt like it was on Sunday.
Okay. My next question: golf was the first sport played on the moon. True or not true?
What the fuck?
What the hell kind of question is that?
It's a question. True or not true?
I think I know the answer to this.
I want to
Okay,
say,
good.
Yeah, true.
What do you think, Justin?
not true.
Okay, Chris, what do you think?
Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna say true.
Okay, it is true. Alan Shepard hit 2 golf balls during the Apollo 14 mission in 1971.
That's the bit. That's the thing. That's all my memory. When you in school and shit.
Okay, next question. Brazil has won the most FIFA World Cup soccer titles.
I think
True
that's true.
or not true?
I feel like that's true.
Okay. What do you think, Chris?
I'm gonna say not true.
Okay, and you, Justin?
Yeah, I want to say not true.
It is true. They've won 5.
Bullshit.
Oh wow.
That is the most.
Yeah,
And
I
this is
figured that when you think of World Cup, man, you think of their flag and shit.
Can't be
The
letting
Korean
Glenn
flag.
get. We can't
Well,
be
I
letting Glenn
know.
whip our ass in this, man. What the
I
hell's
know,
going on here,
man.
Justin?
And,
Glenn whooping our ass.
soccer
Okay.
questions. I know enough about soccer that I can get by. So
This is my last true or not true, guys, for tonight. We'll get out of here. Coffee is made from beans. True or not true?
True.
Okay.
It's made from coffee
Justin?
beans.
Okay. So you saying it's true?
Yeah.
And Big Glenn?
Why do I feel like why do I feel like we're wrong?
not true.
It is not true. It's actually made from roasted seeds. They're not really beans.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
I know a trick question when I see it.
Yeah, both of the golf one surprised me. I didn't know that. I didn't know the guy hit a couple golf balls on the moon. I'd never heard that before.
I've never heard of a damn coffee. Have you ever heard of a coffee seed? No, it's a goddamn coffee bean.
I've always heard of coffee beans.
I've heard coffee
But-
beans too.
I
but
know.
that's where I knew it was a trick question. So I'm going the other way.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's all I've got. You guys got anything before we get out of here?
I do not.
Let's go,
Well-
Martinsville.
I'm gonna go have my
I have
coffee
I have-
seeds.
I have one thing real quick.
Okay.
join us tomorrow around 7:45. I'll be airing on our YouTube page the DCCW 8th anniversary show from last Saturday. So check us out tomorrow at about 7:45 on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room.
Yeah, and real quick, I know our numbers have been doing really good on Facebook. Chris just told me before the show he put some stuff out on YouTube, and they're doing really good. So thanks to everybody out there who's checking out our stuff, but please continue to do so. The numbers were really grown on YouTube the last week or so, and really did well this week on Facebook with some of the clips and the regular show. So our numbers are really growing, and we appreciate everybody that checks us out. Please subscribe and like and all that shit. So we appreciate everybody. See ya.